Hello, everyone, and welcome to another elite episode of the Get Authentic with Marques show. My name is Marques Ogden. On today's episode, we are joined by Uneek International. And you know what? Let's bring them on down. What's going on, Uneek International?
What's up, man? I'm just in my studio. This is my studio, what you see.
I'm loving it, man. Love the backdrop. Love everything, man. Great stuff, man. Hey, first question, Uneek, man. When it comes to what does the word authentic mean to you?
Oh, that's a big thing right there, because I get this all the time. Are your numbers fake? Are your Spotify numbers real? Are people really playing your music? Yes, I can answer that, yes, because I track my stuff every single day, and I can see the difference. When it comes to realness and fake, there's a lot of people using fake bots and fake this and fake that. Now, here's another thing. There is people out there that will send you fake followers. You don't know they're doing it. It's just when you get so many followers, like I'm over 3 million, right? When you get so many followers, you don't even pay attention to it no more. It's just like, it doesn't matter. But when you look at somebody's post, you can always tell if they're fake or real, because you could tell by the shares and you could tell by the comments. The likes and the views, that don't matter. The shares and the comments, and now the reposts.
You know what, everybody? I love what he's saying because it's all about putting on and being real at every turn. You want to be those individuals that people know you're authentic, you're real, and what you're putting out is real. Again, I track my stuff right daily myself. Download this, that. Like, you got to, man. If you don't track that stuff, you don't know what's working, what's not. You're growing if you're not. So you don't know, man. So love this. So next question, man. Tell everybody a little bit about your background and what you're doing now in the world of music.
So I've been doing music since I was 7 years old. I started off pop, lock, and dropping, like dancing. I didn't even know I had talent, honestly. I sang and stuff, but I didn't think nothing of it because I didn't really get real serious, even though I've been doing it since I was 7. Don't get it twisted. When I got about 15 years old, someone approached me. I was working at Safeway, and they were like, "Who is that singing?" I said, "What do you mean?" Because I would just hum a tone, hum a tune here and there. And they were like, "Is that you?" I was like, "Yeah, I guess." Because I was more like, even at work, I would still be popping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm from the old school. Come on, we pop. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, I love that, man. Hey, I'm loving it, bro. I love it.
Yeah. And then I didn't know I was that good. So that started me off. From there, I did a song with a label that is no longer in existence. But after that, everything changed. And I just fell in love with it. I ended up going to school, to LA recording school, by the time I was 18, 19, 20. And I graduated. And I did other things in between. But so much was going on in my life because I had to struggle through my life. And I got through it, and my family struggled and all that. Like, we wasn't born rich or nothing like that. It was a hard struggle. But then music took over, and it changed my whole life. It made me feel like I had a passion, and I had a goal in life to be something. So for me, music is everything.
Uneek, here's my thing, man. I love how you said that it was your vision. You always had that passion, that energy, that excitement. And what it allowed you to do is showcase that you really wanted to help others through your craft and your work. And I love that. So here's my next question. How does being authentic help you excel in the career path you've chosen inside the music industry?
I love that. So when you're authentic, people trust your brand. Trusting your brand is the most important thing in the world. Like I said, you go through my profile, you can tell that people trust my brand. You can tell that I'm very focused on what's supposed to be done. Why people trust my brand? For one, I've had a check mark since 2019 and I don't pay for it. Okay. I've been on tours with some of the biggest names and nobody even knows because they won't Google. Google my name and you'll understand who I really am and why I have real followers and why people continuously follow me. Well, here's another thing that makes me authentic. When you go comment on my post, I will go comment on your post. So I'm a real person on my page. I don't have no robot. I don't have no assistant. It's just me. I'm authentic.
I love this, man. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you always want to connect with people and be the real you. Because when you're the real you, people say, yep, Uneek is that individual who I know is going to always be the same person, no matter if he's rich, poor, up, down, he's not changing. And you know what? That's my next question, man. How can you help people understand in the music industry, just like in general, that they gotta stop paying attention to the outside noise and focus on the signal of what they're supposed to be doing with their life?
Yeah. So here's the thing is haters always make people unfocused, but really haters make you famous. So I love haters. I don't care. Like I got so many haters. I got people that become haters because they see me do things and it's so successful. They don't understand how I'm doing it. Well, the thing is first off, you got to have a good brand. You have to have a good name. And your music has to make sense. You can't make a whole bunch of music that people don't want to listen to. It don't matter. Gangster rap. If you're a gangster rapper, be a gangster rapper. If you're an R&B singer, be an R&B singer. If you're a mellow rapper, which is what I do, like melatonin, like type of rap, and with singing, that's what I do, like pop, R&B. But I do a lot of different cultures, country, all that stuff. But the thing is when I do something, I study things before I put it out. I'm not going to release a song and then be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to just throw it into the world. No. First off, you have to have a plan. And when you put a plan together, that's when people really trust your brand because they follow you and they want to see what's next. The most important thing before you make it what's next, you got to let them know that you have an idea and you know what you're doing with the song.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really gain from that segment. You have to do the work.
Yeah.
It's funny, right, man? Right, Uneek? I played the NFL for 6 years. I've been around guys that played the NBA for 11 years, MLB for 10 years, right? Everybody has to work. People say, oh, well, if you're a musician, you could write a song and don't have to practice. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, everything that you do in life to be great, it takes effort, it takes discipline, and it takes consistency. If you're not going to put the work in, then you're not going to get the result out. And let me ask you a question. You talked about, melatonin rap. For people that don't know what that is, that really are drawn to your realness, authenticity, and just who you are. Because, right, man, I'll always support you. Like, I want you to go as big as you want. Because at the end of the day, right, man, if you're not supporting people, then that means you're truly not out for their best interest. And I want everybody to win because there's more than enough for everybody who puts the work in. Period. Put the work in. You just said it. I respect you. Boom.
You just said it. Like, why are we hating on each other and we're not working together? Spotify is telling you straight up, you got to work together to even keep your numbers up. Do you know that you lose listeners every 2 days, no matter what? No matter what you do, you either gain or you lose. Say you got 100,000 listeners this day, but in 2 days, you only got 10,000. So 10,000 is only going to show up. And people wonder why you don't have the big numbers. Listen, it's not about big numbers no more. It's about paying attention to what the industry is doing. The industry it's forcing us to work together. Even though you don't want to pay for that feature to get that person, here's the thing. Even though you paid for the feature, it might be good for only 6 months. Then your song, you got to promote it again. So it doesn't matter if you paid somebody for a feature because at the end of the day, it's only good for so long because it expires. You got to keep working. You got to keep focused. And if you know what you're going to do, then people are going to focus on you. And if they like your sound, they're going to work with it. Most people playlists, they don't want to hear no garbage. If it's garbage, they're going to tell you straight up, nah, I like your sound, but it's not for my playlist. And that's only because you're not paying attention to where you're sending your music to. Playlisting is very important when it comes to Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, all of that. It's all about playlists now. It ain't about nothing else. If your music ain't good enough, it ain't going on a playlist.
And so now tell us more, man, about your music, your flavor, how you have crafted your talent to make your music.
Okay. So I learned that I have many talents when it comes to like producing and making beats and music. So I test different genres because whatever one makes me feel good, I go with it. So this week I might do country. I just do all country. Then the next week I might do R&B with a little twist. But here's the thing, I make all my beats, so it makes it easier for me as an artist to focus on what I'm trying to do. So as far as me as an artist, I focus on what I feel each week.
I'm loving it. Ladies and gentlemen, now here's the thing, right? I love somebody who's telling me that they are very diverse, they have a great approach, and they're gonna say, yep, this is how we do things, and it's gonna be very much blended to what I'm feeling. And like, that's a big fact because I've always believed music is about feel. It's about how you feel in the moment, your mood, your tone, what's going on in your day, in your life, all that. Like music is a huge part of everyday life. So I have a question for you, Uneek. Thinking about people who want to get into the industry, that want to do what you're doing, all other stars are doing, like, rap or country, whatever the case may be, right? What do you feel, Uneek, they need to really understand and execute or like a characteristic they bring to the table, like discipline, grit, fire, whatever the case may be, in order to thrive through the storm? Because you and I both know getting started in anything, especially something like music, there's going to be a storm like you never imagined trying to get you through to the other side.
Yeah. So here's the thing. All right. The most important thing that I could tell anyone is the most important thing that I'll never forget. You got to start cutting people off. And you have to pay attention to the ones that really support you. And I'm not talking about just supporting you, like going and saying, oh, I listen to your music. No. I'm talking about the ones, when you make a post, you can see them. If you can see them, then they support you. If you can't see them and you go comment on their post and they don't comment back, it's a waste of your time and you need to cut them off. Because now what that does is it causes more effects to other people. So say you have a fan base and it's like 10,000 people, you're used to that. But now it went down to 9,000. So your job as an artist every day is to figure out who are those people that's hating on you and either go like on their page. Like I said, I love haters. Go like on their page, comment, whatever, just to get them to come back to your page. Or you get rid of them, like you just unfollow them. Don't delete them like block them, but just unfollow them because they're wasting your time. Why are they your fans? Like, here's a good example. If you got 10,000 followers, you should at least get 1 to 3% of that, period. And if you don't, there's a problem. Sometimes I see people with like 5 million followers and they may get 1,000 likes, but that's fake. So that's a different example. Now, when you got even a page like mine, I'm happy to see 11,000 likes. You know what I'm saying? Because that means that I got at least close to 1% of people come in and check me out, because Instagram is only going to allow you to do so much before you pay for marketing, period. They're going to cut it off. That's just how it works. But if you go and you promote people and you tell people support me back, they're going to support you. And they're probably going to turn on that little button in the corner that says, would you like to see the post? Would you like to see the stories? I tell the real. That's the way I do these podcasts, man. I tell the real. Like, if you want support, then get up off your ass and stop acting like everybody should just kiss your ass, because you don't matter. We matter. Everyone matters. It's not about you. It's about us, everyone. That's the way you support each other.
Uneek, what you're talking about, what you're referencing is a victory mindset. There's 3 types of mindsets. Fixed mindset, which is completely negative. You think you know everything. It's all about you, and not trying to get any better. There's a growth mindset, which is good. It's about you wanting to get better, wanting to listen, but it's only about your growth and your advancement. Victory mindset is everybody around you's growth. It's everybody around you's success. Everybody's winning together. And I feel if more people would approach it in that regard, right, man, it'd be huge. And I want to ask you a question, Uneek. I want to talk about there's 3 major factors that people need to control to have the life they want: their environment, their input, and their associations. From the world of music, from that perspective, can you talk to our audience about how it's important to have the right environment, right, for what you're doing, the right input, what you're listening to, and the right associations, who you're hanging around?
Yes. So your environment plays a big key, because who you hang around, who you're around, period, is your environment. That's what makes people actually know who you are. They will research who you are following. And then the people that you associate with are the ones that makes your brand. They're going to make you who you are, and that's what it is. It doesn't matter. Blood Crip, Vice Lord, GD, whatever, Southsiders, Serenio, it doesn't matter. What you associate with is unfortunately who you are. And for your mind, listening, everyone's always listening. Just understand that when you do something negative, it goes further than positive. So whatever negative you say, it's going far. Whatever positive you say, it's still going, but it's not going far, because they want that negative so they can push at you. And they can take that and throw it somewhere else. And then that person throws it, and then that person throws it. It's crazy. I deal with so much because I got a lot of famous people in my family. And then you look at me, I'm light-skinned. So I'm not loved by the blacks. I'm not loved by the whites. I'm just in between. You know what I'm saying? So it's already hard for a person like me. So when you're hated on, you have to learn how to balance. You know, I learned to balance in life.
Well, Uneek, man, I think you're awesome, bro. Like I say,
Thank you.
I respect what you do. Love the hustle, love the grind. Is there any special projects you're working on now you want to share with our audience? Anything new coming out, music, like promotional things? Like, what's going on in Uneek's world that he wants to promote to our audience?
Well, actually, I recently found out that my sound is not like I've been thinking it was all these years. And I found that the inner piece of me is a lower voice. And so I'm introducing my new sound on Friday. The song is called Stuntin', but it's so good that it's like, I'm excited for it to come out. I got other songs in the same area of the realm of the music, because I like not just trap, but I like drill music. I got a lot of Chicago upbringing, because family is over there. But I just like drill. But what I did is I mixed drill and R&B together. And it's so amazing that I'll tell you guys right now, y'all need to go pre-save that. I will send you the link in the DM too. I got you. But it is such an amazing song, you guys. You're going to add it to all kind of playlists. It's a song you're going to feel good. Because you know how a lot of people talk about money, right? They just talk about money all the time. Why not have a song? It's about that, but it's about being successful versus just money.
You know what, Uneek? I call that focusing on the output, not the outcome. Because if you're focusing on the output, you're doing the actual work. You're putting in the effort. You're grinding, and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing day in and day out. And so that's my next question. Thinking about all things you're doing, and you even said, you realized your sound was what you wanted, but that came through discipline, consistency, right? Can you please tell our audience how important it is to do the little things well, and how the little things, right, Uneek, will then roll into the big things?
I'll tell you right now, if I wouldn't have the love that I have in my life, she in this house and took care of me and gave me the ideas of understanding things. Like, she would listen to my music and honestly tell me straight up, like, that's not good. And I'll be like, for real? Yeah, you could do better. And because of that, it inspired me to open my eyes more. And we went to Cabo, and I listened. This is the life-changing thing. You guys listeners, this is important. I went to Cabo, Mexico, and I listened to what they were playing. It barely had any words in it. And people just out here having fun with it and understanding what it's about. And I was like, dang, I like this. And I swear to God, I started making music more open and more filling and more in touch with people. Like, cause here's another thing. The universe is no joke. So whatever you say to the universe is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a car and I got that car. You know what I'm saying? I wanted jury and I got that jury. That's why I don't need to talk about none of that, because I already have it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are focused on getting jury and getting houses and getting cars, and that's not what it's about. You got to first be with your mind, your spirit, and your soul and your heart, and you got to put it together. And then when that person is strong enough and you put that into your music, people can feel that either rage, anger, sadness, happiness inside of that. When you make your music, you need to focus on what you're doing. Don't just make music because it sounds like a hit. You got to pay attention. What I realized, the biggest thing is that I'm not making music for myself. I'm making music for the world. I want people to interact with it. I don't want to just make a song. And it's not about it making 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's not about that. Stop worrying about making a hit and make a song that is going to make people feel. That's the number one word. Make them feel.
Uneek, phenomenal interview, man. If our audience wants to support you, connect with you, get your music, how would they go about doing that?
So easy. I got a website, and you can Google me. So Googling me is just UNEEKINT. Make sure y'all put that down there, in the box. And then also, you could just go to my website, which is UNEEKINTS world, like theworld.com. It's that easy. Everything is there. You can listen to my music videos. You can even go into About Me section and you can read interviews from other people. So this is another thing where people mess up. You want to know why you don't make it as an artist? It's because you're not all together. You have to have an EPK. You have to know how to talk to people. This isn't just about some damn music. This is about being an entertainer. You better get in some acting. You better pay attention to what you're trying to do. That's the most important thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go and support Uneek. Go to his website, go to his social, follow him, comment, share, like, and show him that support. Great guy with great content. The authentic tip of this great interview: don't just do things surface level. Do it at the root of being deep, being intentional, and helping others to achieve what they want in their life. When you do that, everybody wins. Again, my name is Marques Ogden. I am the host of the Get Authentic with Marques show. Thanks for tuning in. Have a fantastic day.